I did have the Shiner beer the other day, and it was actually very good. Yeah, I'm not so good at explaining tastes and stuff because I have quite a pedestrian palate, and I'm actually quite alright with that. But I'm not good. I'm not one, to say that the grapefruit and the ginger blended well together, and then that meant blah blah blah. I don't I don't know any of that, but it was refreshing. I will say that it didn't really have an overall beer taste. But it didn't taste like a fruit drink. It was, see, this is where I come up empty on explaining why this was so good. It was just refreshing. That's all I can say. You can't really taste the ginger. See, yeah, it you can't taste the ginger for those who don't like ginger. It at least in my opinion. But again, I'm not really a good person to judge this other than it was tasty. And I'm not a beer drinker. I really enjoyed it. It's Shiner Ruby Redbird. Oh, here, I'll just pretend that I'm saying this. Tartness of the grapefruit and the delightful kick from the ginger combine a taste that's perfect for hot summer days. And I'm going to answer Angela's 12 questions that she, I guess, chopped down from like 70. So, uh, let's see. What did you want to be when you were little? I always wanted to be an artist. I never had really any desire to be anything else. I maybe toy with the idea of being a doctor for a while because, I liked, I was drawing the body and stuff like that. So I was fascinated with the body. But yeah, at the end of the day, no, probably should have though. The money's better. What's your best childhood memory? You're supposed to remember the good times more often than the bad. So I had good times. It's not that I had the worst childhood ever. I did not. I just I guess it would probably be those summer days playing with my friends outside. We would be outside from the time we got up till it was time to come in for dinner, and then we were back outside again until dark. Uh, but those summer days of just hanging out outside. I know it sounds cheesy, but we would, collect lightning bugs. I mean, it was just the typical 70s hanging outside, riding your bike, having a good time, doing absolutely nothing with your friends. So it's not like one event. I guess I remember fondly those days of just kind of chilling out in the summer. I do remember when I wasn't young. We were maybe 10, 11, 12, something like that. There was a Pizza Hut not too far from our house, and we would ride our bikes over there and get the lunch buffet, which was $1.99. And I, in retrospect, feel really bad because I know that we all went and we felt like we were big shots because we were at the restaurant, it was Pizza Hut, but we were at the restaurant by ourselves. There was 5 or 6 of us that would go almost every day, whenever we could scrape up $1.99. And I know that I'm sure that the workers at Pizza Hut hated us when we came in because we were loud. There was, like I said, 6 of us or so. We would go after the lunch rush because we didn't like all the people in there, and then it was never like a huge crowd because it was just a neighborhood pizza place, Pizza Hut. But we would go, and like I said, it was the buffet, and we always scraped up just enough to eat lunch. And I don't know if we ever really tipped them. If we did, it was probably like 12 cents. I can't imagine that we ever left them a decent tip. And there were 6 kids, and we would, we were loud and obnoxious, and I'm sure probably had spit-filled beverages. But those were good times. We thought we were all that because we were, at a restaurant without any grown-ups. Yeah, so those were fun days. Are you a cat person or a dog person? Well, I'm both. I have a cat and a dog, and I've always had one or the both. Yeah, I would be really hard pressed to have just one for the rest of my life. If I just, someone said you can only have a cat or a dog, that would be really difficult. Because they're, if you're an animal person at all, they have their qualities that the other one doesn't have, and that doesn't mean it's the one's better than the other. They're just different, and yeah, I love them both. Are you married? Well, I live with someone, so I'm not technically married in the technical sense, nor would I ever. I know I've said this before, but I think, first of all, weddings are a colossal waste of money and energy, and if I hopefully will never be in a wedding again, I hate them that much, and I'd rather not go to a wedding. I'm sorry. I find them painfully dull, and I go to them because that's what you do to family and friends. But yeah. Always wear a seatbelt? Yes, 100% of the time. Been in a car accident? Yes. One a couple of years ago where I hurt my shoulder and neck, because I already have a bad neck, and I knew we were going to be hit, and I think I had tensed up, and I had my elbow back in the seat, and we were rear-ended, and the impact of my arm sort of being wedged in the back of the seat, the impact sort of pushed, So yeah, that was not. It wasn't a severe injury. It was just I was sore for a few days, and I guess all things considered, it wasn't bad. And then the other accidents I were in were very minor. All I did was blow a gasket, not like in my vehicle, in me, and yeah. But I've made videos about it. Do I have any pet peeves? Too many to list here. Favorite pizza topping? Pepperoni. Favorite flower? Well, it's a toss-up. I love Gerber daisy, orange, of course, and I love tulips. But I would probably go Gerber because they're around longer than the tulips are just here for a short while and they're gone. Favorite ice cream? I'm really just a vanilla person. I know, extremely boring. I like to put stuff on it, but 9 times out of 10 I have vanilla. If I go to some place like Pachugo, which is this gelato place, I like to get the cinnamon. It's very good. Very good. They also have a very good, it's caramel and sea salt. Really good. But that is one that you really just need a couple spoonfuls and you're good because it's so good and rich. So if you're out, try those. They're yummy. Favorite fast food? Hamburger, French fries. No question. How many times did you fail the driver's test? 0. Thankfully, I passed it on the first time round. I've babbled on long enough. Bye.